Mike Owens with Inside Fighting here, and it's always a pleasure to be joined by Arnold Allen. Arnold, how are things, my man?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. How about you?
I'm very well, thanks. Thanks for giving me some of your time.
Yeah,
Whereabouts
of
are you now?
course.
You in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in like an idiot. I've come to Montreal for the winter, and it ain't that cold yet, but it's gonna be. It's
I-
gonna be.
Is that where the new haircuts come from to keep yourself warm, keep the back of your neck warm?
No, that's been a thing for about a month now. Actually, no, that was I had it in the last fight, but it was growing. It was growing
Mm,
out, so it's been coming.
mm. I have to ask you because you know I like to ask you the important questions. Why do I keep seeing pictures of you on a horse in Las Vegas?
I just was out in Vegas doing a bit of rehab work, and I've been to Vegas a few times, and I don't really party or anything like that,
Mm,
so I like getting off the strip and doing things. And I went horse riding on the canyon, and I was shitting myself. It's called what was it? The Red Rock Canyon. It's like the rim ride or something. It
mm.
rides around the rim of the canyon. I was on like a fucking cliff edge. Now, like 3 foot away from the cliff edge on a horse. I'm scared of heights.
Mm.
I'm on this fucking horse, like thinking, like, don't take a little left, or like if something jumps out and spooks it, I'm like, oh wow, I'm shitting myself. Yeah, it wasn't good,
Have you
but
ever
no,
ridden? You ever
it's
ridden a
good
horse
fun.
before?
A couple of times, but like not over a cliff.
Mm. What do you think about Vegas? Do you like to get off the strip? I mean, I saw you admiring some of the Roman art, believe it or not, and then probably in the Venetian. So, what are your thoughts
Yeah,
on? Are you one of those fighters who just PI and back, or do you like to venture out into some of the attractions?
yeah, like I don't mind going on the strip and having a look, but like I've kind of done it all now.
Mm,
I like all the things around it, like outside Vegas. You got all the desert, the mountains. There's some cool shit, and
mm,
I like off roading, so if I got a nice rental with a four-wheel drive on it, I have been known to take them into the mountains and
mm.
drive them off road. And yeah, I don't know if Avis knows about that, but yeah.
Past training and like normal life, do you like have a hobby outside of fighting? Like, what's the one thing that you'd like to? Say you get a Sunday afternoon free. What does Arnold Allen do to relax?
um, Eat. I don't know. I like off roading. I do go off roading, but I keep breaking all my trucks and stuff. So and it's an expensive hobby.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to buy a house. So yeah, probably pack that in a little bit. But I don't know. I might get my Jeep out this weekend before it starts snowing.
You looking for a house in Canada or back home?
Back home, back
Oh,
home.
nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah. I'll definitely be spending like the majority of time back home, but
Mm,
I have family out here as well. And then obviously TriStar, I've got good
mm,
connections there, so we'll always be out here
mm.
like from time to time.
Are you ready to start a camp? Like, where are you at with injuries? Because I know that you went to Vegas to do some rehab. Where are you at in terms of like actually the maintenance of your body and getting ready for the next one?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't want to start camp right now.
Mm,
Maybe a few weeks. Yeah, just having issues, but like I'm getting back into training, building back, and kind of testing things out, um, day to day sort of thing.
mm.
Hopefully, a week or two it all clicks in and it's good to go. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
UFC 310 is this weekend. Alexandre Pantoja faces Kaya Sakura for the UFC flyweight title, and you can get even closer to the action with our partners at DraftKings. Right now, all new DraftKings customers who bet $5 will receive $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using our promo code Inside Fighting. The crown is yours. I saw you went full Diaz brother and done a triathlon in the off season. What was that like?
Yeah, it was alright to be fair. I have done it before,
Oh, okay.
but not that long. I've done some like shorter ones, but yeah, it was alright. It was good fun. Just a reason to keep fit, and then
Mm.
especially with dealing with injuries, it's something that if it doesn't bother it, then yeah, then it was fun. But keep you sort of motivated.
But am I right in saying you had to modify the trip? Did you not have to do a longer swim or a short? There was something you had to modify, is that right?
Yeah, they did. It was like a duathlon. It was like a double run. They did run, bike, run, because the river was like full of E. coli and shit. So yeah, it wasn't clean. It wasn't clean to swim.
I feel sorry for all these normal 9 to 5 people who are just doing a triathlon in the spare time, and then they see a top 5 ranked UFC fighter run past them. That must feel a little unfair.
Yeah, no, they had some. There were some guys there. They were just saying like, "Oh, I'm just doing it for a laugh." And I see them at the run. They just disappeared. I was like, "Fucking hell! All right, that's just some hobby guy." I'm like, okay.
I love it. I mean, the obvious question I have to ask you is London. I think it's March
Mm.
22nd. Does that feel like a realistic date, or does that even feel like a card that you want to get on at this point?
Yeah, definitely. The timeline probably given the injury. I was hoping to fight in December, but that's long gone now.
What happened with that?
Just injuries, yeah, just
Injuries.
like
Mm.
there was never any talk of anything. But after the Giga fight, I was hoping to get back into shape and start asking for fights in December. But just with the injury that happened, it's yeah, December it wouldn't happen.
Mm.
But yeah, hopefully before the new year, I'm 100% back in the training. No issues, no niggles in the shoulder and all that stuff. Be good to go. And yeah, I think March would work out nice. And I don't know who they're planning to headline it. I've heard some rumors, but it would be cool to headline a fight night in London for sure.
Was that be your goal? Because I keep hearing Leon might be coming back against Masvidal, and I also hear the
Yeah,
rumors of obviously Paddy against a couple of people. So there's obviously a couple of people out there who potentially want to headline that card. But
yeah,
would that be the goal to get back in the headlining spot?
yeah, definitely. Like
Mm.
but there's more popular guys than me, and you know how they play it. But like with the rankings, like someone like me and Yair, I think that would make that's a headline fight, right?
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know, but more popular guys, you know how it goes.
Well, if you can't headline London, maybe you could headline the rumored card for Mexico City the week after. Have you heard the
Yeah,
rumors of that one?
yeah. Someone was telling me that was January. Oh, but I need some high value investment though. Like, I need a big sponsor with some big money because he'd have to be out there for like a month. And
Mm.
like, as much as I love my dad, I don't think me and my dad out in Mexico for a month would be a great camp. So
So who you've mentioned Yair, and I've seen you mention Yair in a couple of other interviews. Why do you feel like he's the one that makes the most sense next?
it's just a logical fight, I think, for both
Mm.
of us. We've fought a lot of the guys at the top, and we haven't fought each other. He's fought a lot of guys that I haven't fought. And yeah, it just even I spoke with the matchmakers, and they agreed that that's a fight makes sense. So yeah,
Has there been any talks of that fight, or is it just the fight that you feel like you want next?
yeah. No, I put it out there. There's
Mm.
definitely talks of it. Yeah,
Would you rather get the main event of Mexico City or fight on the London card?
I'd rather fight in the London card to be honest. Fucking open the card up first fight of the night. You know what I mean? I don't get.
Mm.
I'd rather that. Just after like the last fight at what was it 3 in the morning.
Mm.
I would like to fight on a card without any bullshit.
Yeah.
Like not that Mexico's bullshit, but fighting at high altitude and have to be there for a month. That's kind of a pain in the ass.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that London card because
Yeah,
obviously the last couple have been pay-per-views, so they can stack them because, and obviously that they kept it at US time to try and make sure that those pay-per-views still came in. So it'd be interesting to see how much they stack a return
yeah,
to a fight night.
yeah. It'd be interesting. I can remember I fought when I fought Dan Hooker. I think Tom Aspinall was the
Mm.
main event. The whole card, the whole way through, was like the best fight night. It's the best fight night. Maybe I'm biased because I was on it, but like it was the best fight night I've seen or been a
Yeah.
part of. Yeah.
I think that's widely considered the best fight night because you had Paddy on it, you had Molly with the spinning
Mm.
elbow, you had Topuria against
Yeah.
Jai Herbert, I think. Like it was I
Yeah.
think you had Paul Craig submit and Nikita Krylov on the undercard. Like it was
Yeah.
just a crazy,
Yeah. It was
crazy
a
night.
crazy card.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a great card.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, Talking about Mexico City, actually, I know we're talking about potentially main event in that card. Have you heard the rumors of Diego Lopes versus Josh Emmett? And if so, what do you make of that one?
Yeah. I have heard that, but I don't think that's happening. Um, it's a good fight, but like,
Mm.
I don't see Lopez fighting not Volk or not the title. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He's been so busy, and the UFC is sort of like fast tracked him into that position, and he's like, it's obvious he's the guy that's getting built up, right? So
Mm,
why would they make him fight someone like Emmett who could? Emmett can knock anyone out, right? So
mm,
Emmett knocks him out. The hype's done. They've lost their next superstar, so that ain't happening.
mm. Talking about a fight that is booked, we have Mosvar Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling, I think, next Saturday, UFC
Yeah,
310.
yeah.
Obviously, you've spent time in the cage at Mosvar, so how do you see that one playing out? What do you think are the keys to victory for each fighter?
I think I was actually speaking to Aljamain a few weeks ago at the
Mm,
PI. I think he wins. Aljo wins just on like the jiu-jitsu level, like the
mm,
his jiu-jitsu being better than his wrestling, than Mosvar's wrestling. Like Mosvar's very good at holding and scoring takedowns and running the clock and stuff like that, but he's very good at it. But Aljo's very good jiu-jitsu. So I think his jiu-jitsu will be the difference.
mm,
Like yeah, you can take him down, but like he ain't gonna be able to submit him. He ain't gonna be able to do that. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what plan Aljamain comes up with. And because obviously going forward, Mosvar's plan, like we all
mm,
know. But yeah, I think Aljamain has a skill set to do it. I think he has the toolbox for the job.
mm. Do you keep an eye on the other guys in your like? I imagine you keep an eye on the guys close to you in the rankings, but how much of an eye do you keep on the entirety of the 145-pound division?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Mm,
I'm more just worried about myself to be honest.
mm,
I do a little. Yeah, I used to more, but I just nah, I don't really,
mm.
not massively.
We haven't spoke since the last title fight. What did you make of the Ilia Topuria's third round knockout over Max Holloway? I think if memory serves, I think when the last time we spoke, you picked Topuria. I think
Yeah,
I'll have to double check that one, but I think you did. Did
I
the
did at
result
some
surprise
point.
you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Like to be honest, I wasn't super surprised. Just like he was fight. He did some good stuff, but like, he just always looked off balance. And I don't know if that's most likely that's something Ilya does. His pressure. Whatever he does when he stood in front of him, he looks like Max never really looked like sure on his feet, if you know what I mean. He
Mm,
was sort of stumbling into stances and he got caught switching stance. Like he was kind of stood tall and he kept leaving like exchanges like really tall with his head up. Kind of, he did it in a way to me, but I didn't capitalize on it. So like, but someone like Ilya, you leave with your head in the air, he's gonna find your jaw. So yeah, it's not too surprising.
mm.
Um, Was it? Someone said he was officially Max was up on the scorecard. Is that right?
I think one judge had it 2-0 Max going into the third. I think the other
Mm.
two had it 19-19, so 1-1, I think.
Yeah. I just I never really well, like when I watch a fight like that, I don't necessarily like score it. Like I know maybe it's the wrong way. As a fighter, you should know to score it round the round.
Mm,
But like I'll be scoring it like the fight in the entirety of it. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like not just like oh. And it just seemed like he was getting closer, and he was getting Ilya was getting closer to find that shot, and he was sort of slowly breaking him down, and Max was sort of making more and more mistakes, and yeah, yeah. So I just felt like Ilya was sort of cruising through it. People were saying he was having trouble, and Max was sort of about to start picking him apart, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't really feel like that.
So the question I want to ask you as someone who's, in amongst the top 10 of that
Mm,
division, Ilya keeps saying that he's the next evolution of the sport, and I can't tell if that's just Ilya building his own brand and just saying
yeah.
outlandish things so people either like or dislike him. But based upon what you've seen, is he doing anything differently?
Oh, not necessarily.
Mm,
Like no, he's yeah. It's hard to say, right?
mm,
He's like you've had guys like Max that have been around forever. Obviously, he knocked out Volk. He's been at the top for a long time. Volk's, you know, he's he's against the clock. Like he made a couple of shit decisions and he paid the price for it.
mm,
Max has been at the top so long. He's been champion twice. Like
mm.
I believe, right? Yeah, he's had the
Yeah,
featherweight belt
twice.
twice. He's fought everyone. He's taken more significant shots than anyone. Like literally, he has the most received significant shots.
Yeah.
He's fought the biggest hitters and all that, and finally he's been knocked out. You know, you roll the dice 100 times, you're going to get different numbers, and
Mm,
eventually you're going to get clipped. So there is that. Um, and Ilia looks untouchable right now. I know he's been dropped with head kicks and hurt. Everyone always says these things, but eventually someone will come out and make him look obsolete and blow him
Mm,
out the water.
yeah.
So timing is everything, and I feel like timing for him has been perfect.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of perfect timing with I mean, to knock out Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway in 1 year, you can't.
Yeah, it's
So that's
amazing.
not that's incredible. But what you're saying
Yeah.
is that there might be a little hint of perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. It's obviously it's not boxing where he's like the A side and he can control like,
Mm.
I'll fight Volkanovski when he's 56 and you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Do a bit of a classic Mayweather or whatever
Mm.
it is. But yeah, like he's fighting the best guys that are put in front of him at the time and he's passing the test with flying colours. But, you know, there is the question if it was Volk a few years ago, Volk prior to getting knocked out by Islam, prior to
Mm.
coming off the sofa on the beers and being in camp and getting knocked out. And then also maybe a fresher Holloway that hadn't been in all these wars. I don't know.
Who would
But I
you
mean,
give? Sorry, go on.
but yeah, I thought Holloway only what was it, two fights before that? Two fights,
Mm.
three fights before that.
Yep.
I hit him pretty fucking hard. And
Yeah.
he didn't seem phased.
Mm. Who do you would you give your Fighter of the Year award to? Because it feels like the two front runners this year are either Ilya or Poatan. Where on what? It feels like Ilya has the more quality wins. Poatan obviously has the activity with the three title
Yeah.
defenses.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you're going off like quality of the wins, it's Ilya, right? Like
Mm.
you can't really. I know they're obviously a different weight class, all that, and the way he's done it, and Pereira's just been a monster activity and all these things. But I feel like the quality of the wins at for Ilya usurp those ones, right?
Mm.
Like how many fights has Pereira had this year? Is it four, three or four?
It's three, so it would be Jamal Hill, Prohaska
Fury.
rematch, Khalil Roundtree.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, you can't compare, right? Like
Mm.
it's Ilya.
Mm. 100%,
Maybe I'm
mate.
biased as a featherweight, but yeah.
Well, last one from me because we probably won't speak until the turn of the year now. So it'll be
Mm.
2025 and we next speak. What are your next goals for 2025? Where would you like to be come the end of the year next year?
Yeah, end of the year, I'd like to be sort of sit there, have a title shot booked, like
Mm.
I don't see why not one, two good wins that I'm not on the doorstep of that and getting my shot. That's the goal. So I've got a few more years to push and give it my best. I feel like I'm coming into my prime now, and that's the goal. That's not the dream though. That's more than everything. That's everything.
Mm. Arnold Allen versus Yair Rodriguez, March 22nd, O2 Arena. How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds better than Mexico City, I'll be honest. What is it? It's like 3,000 meters above sea level or something. 3,000 feet. I don't know. I was looking at it, it was like, you need to be there for a month. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about that. Unless the UFC want to pay me to bring a couple guys out, maybe like 10 guys, my coaches. That wouldn't be so bad.
No, I agree, mate. Well, look, always a pleasure catching up. Thank you so much for your time. As I mentioned, we probably won't speak before Christmas, so
Yeah.
have a great Christmas and New Year, and we'll talk 20 in 2025.
And you, mate. See you soon.